What's up everyone, man, it's Smoker, and welcome y'all to a new Blue Lock Project World Champion video on my channel. I'm back with y'all, with a how to build, how to train the lead actor stage Isagi YOICHI. He's been wished for a lot, just barely getting beaten in the final deciding poll by the fastest kick Chigiri Hyoma. The polls on who I will do in the next video you can find on the Blue Lock Project World Champion Discord server, link down below in the description of the video, as well as my socials. Feel free to follow and leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content and can't wait to see more. My main goal is still trying to get monetized for this shit. 4,000 hours of watch time within a year and 1,000 subscribers would be really nice if we can reach that goal somewhere throughout 2025 maybe. But let's dive into the video. You can already see the Isagi build. You can already see the stats I focused mainly on are intelligence and kick power. Those are the main stats he works with. In the final result, I got the gold skilled super strategy, which helps with shoot blocks, which is nice for placing them in midfield, since non-ult shoot blocks are activated or calculated through the intelligence stat. We got Fierce Demons of Shots, which increases his shooting range occasionally, which can be really nice as both a forward and a midfielder. His two main positions, he can be used as a versatile forward or attacking midfielder. We got the forward compatibility on him, so I'm inclined to place this specific unit more forward, but if you get the midfield compatibility plus, you can of course place him rather in midfield. We got the Unbelievable, which is a great skill for free-to-play players, since it actually increases all stats of your player if the opposing unit it faces in a matchup, like in dribbling against defense, has higher stats. So if you come up with a 40,000 Isagi against a 45,000 Rin, your Isagi will get boosted and might be able to actually annihilate the opposing Rin. And then we got Last Spurt, which increases all of your players' stats once either team has scored 2 goals, no matter if your team or the opposing team. Got Strategist on level 8 as well to boost technical and intelligence during a matchup, and Iron Legs for some more kicking power. But let's look over Isagi first as a player. Isagi himself's main stats are intelligence and kick. On intelligence he gets a 45% stat modifier, on kick power he gets 22.5%. Intelligence is his highest stat, and those two stats are the ones we will be focusing on when building him. Isagi from a dialogue gives the skill Fearless, boosting intelligence and stamina of a player, and his golden skill that you can acquire through pressing the blue dialogue option in the sequence Step, proccing Hint, Hint proccing Minor Change, and choosing the red dialogue option in Minor Change, which should be the exact sentence Nice, so bird eyes footage is a must, can get you the golden skill 7, which greatly boosts intelligence of a player during the match. His training cards are very matching with his stats, unlike the likes of Nico. He has a gold mental imagery training card, a blue mental imagery training card, a black Blue Lockman shot practice card on level 65, and a black mental imagery training card, giving mainly Astute and Greedy as skills from all of them, boosting players' intelligence, and also increases the rate of winning the ball in a second ball. That is when you see like multiple characters appear on screen in a quadruple matchup for a deflected shot. So let's look over his training abilities. He obviously boosts intelligence. On level 50 he's not that bad, coming with training bonus. Sadly it's lower than the ones most units have. People like Roulette Volinagi or Itoshi Rin have 20% training bonus when maxed. Isagi only has 10%, but he also has a lecture rate, which not only creates special lectures out of his own tiles, but also puts him on other players' special lectures. So if you use him as a training support and Itoshi Rin procs a black mental imagery training card with a special lecture, there is a higher chance that Isagi will be on that special lecture to boost it even more. His level 60 ability is kinda ass with condition recovery up, but his level 80 ability isn't bad, adding some practice match bonus and some special training rate to actually proc his 4 tiles. But I've yapped enough, now let's take a look into the actual comps. I hope I do have them prepared here. And let's see how to actually train Isagi YOICHI. For level 50, I do have them prepared. The friend support is always the first question you should ask yourself. Who do we pick as a friend support? Who do we pick as the only level 100 character in a full level 50 or maybe level 60 comp? We could think about Bachira since he has mental imagery training card and also has special lecture bonus and lecture rate up. His problem is, despite the 20% training bonus once again, he boosts neither kick nor intelligence. We could think about the likes of Kunigami, but other than boosting kick and having lecture rate up and special lecture bonus, that's all he does. It's really great, but on Isagi, whose main stat is intelligence, we kinda want and need an intelligence-based player. So that leaves 2.5 choices. One of them is Reo, who boosts intelligence, but if you look at his whole set, there's nothing intelligence boosting on him. Neither in his tiles, nor in anything else other than these 15% as a training ability. So instead, we're gonna pick between 2 options, and one of them sadly isn't even in this friend list. One of them is Itoshi Rin. For obvious reasons, he boosts kick, he boosts intelligence, he has special lecture bonus, he has training bonus, and the other, and I will select Rin here because the other isn't available right now, I'll go over him normally, is Ikiniko. He comes with training bonus, but that's about all he has on level 50. But on level 60 he gains the training intelligence boost up, and on level 80 he gains a special lecture bonus and a skill level up, giving you skills at a higher level. Those skills, for example, are Strategist, which boosts technical and intelligence, as I've already talked about. And from his tiles you can get Strategic Eye, which boosts your own player's interception success rate for an interception, and Motivated, which is essentially Last Spurt, Mikagareo's gold skill, but a bit weaker since it's a white skill, boosting all of your stats once either team has scored 2 points. So you pick either Nico or Rin as a level 100 friend support, and the other one goes into the comp anyways, because they're so good you just need their wisdom support. Now for level 50, the rest we'll go for is all kick, because the only remaining wisdom support, or intelligence support, my bad, other than Rin and Nico is Reo with this passive. It's not gonna do much, so instead we're gonna expand on the kick sector using those 3 players here. Kunigami for his early special lecture bonus and on level 60 even lecture rate up, Baru for his early special training rate, and Nagi also for his early special training rate, as well as having 2 Blue Lock Man shot practice tiles. Now Baru's especially nice because his level 65 card is also mental imagery training, so if you happen to have Baru on level 65, he's gonna be a great asset since that special training rate will spawn those tiles more often. So what are alternatives if you don't have those players? As I already said, if you want to, you can pick Reo for that smaller intelligence buff and his own special training rate to proc some dribbling training cards. If you want to, you can take level 65 Meguru Bachira versatile footwork for that mental imagery training card and the special lecture bonus. I don't think you should consider this one since all stats he boosts are none of which align with Isagi. But if you're desperate to get someone else in, I think you can try Mitoma since he does boost kick, but other than that, he doesn't really do anything for us, so there's no reason to consider him. If you desperately need a filler, you can also pick Seishiro Nagi, the impetus known as Curiosity, if you don't have Roulette Volley Seishiro Nagi, since he at least provides a mental imagery training card and has training bonus early on. But yeah, let's look at the SSRs for this one, Kunisagi is a must. It boosts both stats that Isagi wants, intelligence and kick through its tiles. It has training intelligence boost up early on, it has lecture rate and lecture bonus early on, which are the two passives that sync the best out of the whole trinity of special practice rate, special lecture rate, and special lecture bonus. And if you have it on level 60, you also get the special training rate. So you'll have all three of the best passives in the game together, mixed with both the pass adept gold skill helping when you have forwards such as Nagi in your team and you pick Isagi as a midfielder. You want to select a passing strategy so Nagi can activate his roulette volley ultimate. And pass adept decreases the interception rate for passes put by that player, while shot master, his gold skill, greatly decreases the shot block rate. So if you have a great kicking stat like the Isagi that I trained with 32,000 kick and you have shot master, it'll be practically impossible for the opponent to block that shot before it reaches the goalkeeper. Anri is worth a really good shout too. She doesn't boost intelligence in percent, but she does have special training rate up and special lecture rate up in addition to her special ability to be able to restore condition. If you have her on level 65, you will be able to get the mental imagery training card in black, and her skills aren't that bad either, since Power Host boosts stamina, which is always nice to have, especially if you plan on using him as a midfielder, while Super Strategy greatly boosts the rate of blocks being successful, which once again, if you have a midfielder that's heavily intelligence based, since intelligence is used to block, Super Strategy will help Isagi block a lot more. And for the third SSR, I'm gonna choose Battlefield for the sake of early lecture bonus, adding a bit of match bonus, which is a better ability the lower your team power is, since it gives you a bit of consistency in the comp and increases the stats you gain from each of the matches that are inevitable throughout the run, while also having a nice kick card and the special ability to have the stat gain from its dialogues triggered in a higher rate. So let's say the dialogue 5-3 would normally give 100 worth of stats. If you get lucky, you don't get 100 stats from that dialogue, but 200 or 300 or even 500 from one dialogue. That is really not bad. And since his stat boosting ability goes for kick on level 50, he fits right into Isagi's comp. Now, if you don't have those three, the ones you can think about are Everything to Me in Soccer, for the shooting cards, and also having special training rate and lecture rate up. But I'll have to warn you, this card on level 50 has neither a stat boost or on intelligence nor on kick, so proceed with caution. It's a bit like Henri but without the special ability. If you want, you can also use Meeting with a Genius, and I'd actually consider you to if you have it on level 65. Because on level 65, while the only stat boosting ability it has is technical boost up, it does have special training rate up and training bonus. And on level 65 it unlocks a black mental imagery training card, as well as having a golden one on level 1. So that is definitely not all too shabby and can be a good addition to the squad, as can be our only option is to crush them. Although this SSR thrives on a low level, being comparatively better to a lot of other SSRs on level 50, since, like Battlefield, it has special lecture bonus and practice match bonus, but later on falls off through worse passives. But if you don't have these three, I would consider using either of those two, or you can go with Share Your Genius with me, because while it boosts speed, it also boosts kick, has a training bonus and a nice 80% match bonus with a black Blue Lockman shot practice tile, so for free-to-play players this can be an asset. The same technically goes for I Can See Into the Future, just that this SSR does nothing to boost intelligence or kick, so only use it if you're desperate for that black mental imagery card. Now what changes from level 50 to level 100? What changes is one single thing. and that's Kunigami being replaced by Reo. I don't think I have to go over the level 100 benefits of the players, I already talked about them. Nico getting intelligence boost up and special lecture bonus, Nagi getting training bonus and special lecture bonus, Baro getting lecture rate up and special lecture bonus, and Rin being one of the few other wisdom supports. What makes Reo so good for Isagi that it's worth scrapping Kunigami, who also has special lecture bonus and lecture rate? Well, the thing is, Kunigami's special lecture bonus is 25%. If we take a look at Reo, his maxed special lecture bonus is 70%. That is almost thrice as much. In addition to his intelligence boost up, if we do get Reo's insane special lecture bonus proc on an intelligence black card, the stat gain will be higher than having Kunigami with 30% kick up and 25% lecture bonus proc on a kick card. So just for this fact, the intelligence combined with special training rate up, which can still be nice in producing some banger cards, because let's be honest, if we see a card with 900 on technique, but it's a dribbling training on Isagi, who's gonna say no to it? We're gonna take it anyways. And his special lecture bonus. His skills are really good too. We got the impossible, which is what Roulette Volley Nagi has as a gold skill, he gives it as a white skill, which of course will be less worth, but it's still there and it's still good, so no reason to go around that. And last spurt increases all stats of the player once either team has scored 2 goals. So this is it. The cards we are staying the same to go over the level 80-100 benefits. On level 80 and above, Anri unlocks training intelligence boost up and special lecture bonus, 2 great abilities especially for Isagi. We got Battlefield getting special training rate up and event stat boost up. And hear me out, I know I have shat on event stat boost up so much, but this, other than special training rate up obviously being good, this is the only card that I would consider event stat boost up to be good at. Because it has that special ability boosting its dialogues. So if the original dialogue, let's say the original dialogue gives 100 worth of stats, we get the 70% event stat boost up, get 117 stats, and then the 500% procs. Suddenly it's not 70 additional stats gained, but 350%. So this is not too bad, although I would still prefer another passive. Battlefield is a great card. Overall, you can't really say anything against it. It's a good all-rounder card, but if you don't want to use it or don't have it, if you're desperate, and this should be your last resort to use, you can go for Revolution, since it boosts intelligence and has practice match bonus, as well as some training bonus and kick power boost up on level 100. You can also go with Easy to See, but other than its training bonus and special lecture bonus, it has nothing to offer and only boosts kick. But still, if you want that peak performance, I suppose you can take it over Battlefield, though I would not advise you to. And Meeting with a Genius is a viable pick as well, since it gets lecture rate up and training intelligence boost, so it's not too shabby for a level 100 comp. So those are the ones. If you actually have level 100 stuff, I don't think you should be missing any of these any 2 of these 5 cards. So I'm sure you will be able to build a nice comp with that. And how this comp actually performs, you can see in the other video where I do the actual training run. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope I'll see you again very soon. Bye!